Picture this. You're alone in your cozy suburban home, nestled in a quiet cul-de-sac. The day has been ordinary. Maybe you're sipping a warm mug of decaf coffee, flipping through a dog-eared novel, or catching the evening news on your living room TV. Everything feels peaceful. Until, without warning, the world tilts. An invisible vice clamps around your chest, a pain so tight and crushing it steals your breath. Your heart races, your palms turn clammy, a cold sweat beads across your forehead. The temperature in the room feels like an oven, even though your jacket is untouched on the armchair. In that heart-stopping moment, everything slows. Your pulse, your breath, your thoughts. Panic could paralyze you, or you could, against every instinct, summon the clarity to follow 7 meticulously crafted steps, each one a lifeline, each one designed to pull you back from the brink. This isn't fiction. This scenario plays out across American homes every few minutes. In the US, someone over 60 suffers a heart attack or stroke roughly every 4 minutes, with about 70% of those cases hitting older adults. That's more than 360 occurrences every single day, 360 chances for tragedy. But here's even more disturbing. For over 70% of heart attack victims, there's a 10 to 15 minute golden window, a critical period when the right actions can mean the difference between survival and disaster. Shockingly, most people don't know this window even exists or what to do to stay alive. Today, I'm going to guide you through a real-world action plan. Stay with me, because the steps I'm about to share could save your life, or the life of someone you love. Think about this. What would you do first when that pain hits? I'll unpack that soon. But first, let's ground ourselves in the science. How a heart attack unfolds and why every second matters. A heart attack, technically called a myocardial infarction, occurs when a coronary artery, one of the vital conduits delivering oxygen-rich blood to your heart muscle, becomes suddenly blocked. Usually, this blockage happens because a blood clot forms over a ruptured plaque inside the artery. Imagine it like a kink in a garden hose. Water stops flowing. The pressure builds up until the hose bursts. In your body, that flow stops, yet the organ doesn't immediately shut down. See, your heart has backup routes, tiny collateral vessels that can send a trickle of blood even when the main artery is blocked. That trickle buys you time, 10 to 15 minutes, where immediate action can halt damage and save your heart. But many people miss this window entirely. A painful burn is mistaken for indigestion. A tight arm becomes a sore muscle. Panic sets in instead of precision. Lives are lost or damaged when split-second decisions aren't made. Let me ground this in real life. Last November in Seattle, Washington, a 67-year-old man named John Miller, retired high school teacher, birdwatcher, was finishing a simple dinner of grilled salmon, roasted asparagus, and garlic mashed potatoes. The pitter-patter of autumn rain drummed against the windows. It was a classic, peaceful evening, until it wasn't. A searing pain erupted in his chest, his breath hitched, sweat soaked his flannel shirt. Yet John did not freeze. Earlier that spring, at a community health fair, he learned the 7 steps I'm about to share. When the pain hit, he took action. He got help promptly. Now he trots along Puget Sound each morning with binoculars around his neck, eyes bright with the sight of bald eagles and great blue herons. He's alive today because he listened, and then acted. Here's another story from Houston, Texas. In early summer, 72-year-old Mary Johnson, a doting grandmother and passionate quilter, was elbow-deep in church charity dishes when burning pain shot from her left shoulder and settled in her chest like a monstrous weight. Sweat dripped from her forehead as she brushed it away, momentarily thinking it was the Zumba class she took earlier. But this felt different. She'd seen a TV PSA on heart attack warning signs and knew what to do. She called 911 right away. Less than 2 months later, she left her house carrying quilt fabric to a grandkid's sleepover. Not afraid, just busy. Let's break down the first critical step you must take when this hits. You need to immediately sit down or lie down. You might wonder why this matters. The heart already struggles as you breathe shallowly, grip your chest, and let sweat coat your palms. Every single second your body is upright, gravity forces your heart to push blood uphill, against gravity, to your brain and feet. That extra effort could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. By sitting or lying flat, on a couch or sturdy chair with support for your head and slightly raised legs, You reduce the heart's workload by around 30%. That relief buys you precious time. If you opt to lie flat, place a folded blanket or pillow under your head. Avoid lying directly on a hard surface. That could compress your arteries and worsen the situation. Elevate your feet gently. Use a stack of magazines or a small ottoman, encouraging blood to return to your heart at a steadier, safer pace. Second, right after you're seated, call 911. Yes, even before you can describe your symptoms. Time is critical. Delaying can steal precious minutes. One man in San Diego waited 30 minutes to call. He survived, but lost over a third of his heart muscle. Another Houston man waited one agonizing hour on adrenaline alone and nearly didn't make it. When calling 911, resist the urge to talk about your history or multiple symptoms. Instead, be brief and precise. I'm alone. I think I'm having a heart attack. Chest pain, difficulty breathing, address is. From San Diego to Boise, this methodology has saved lives. After you hang up, check your phone's battery and plug it in if needed. Answer operator questions briefly: age, address, known conditions. Stay on the line while you wait. If paramedics give instructions, follow them. Now, while waiting for help, your third step is to chew an aspirin tablet, 325 milligrams if safe for you. Aspirin works quickly to dissolve clots. Chewing it rather than swallowing whole means your body absorbs it within 5 minutes, versus half an hour. This action alone has been shown to limit damage by significantly thinning the blood. In Chicago, a 74-year-old woman survived with minimal damage after chewing aspirin before help arrived. Important caveats. Don't do this if you're allergic to aspirin, have hemophilia, or are already on blood thinners. Talk to your doctor first, and carry a bottle of aspirin in your bag or next to your phone. Fourth, control your breathing. Panic sends your heart into overdrive. Instead, intentionally inhale for 4 seconds through your nose, gently hold for 2 seconds, then exhale slowly for 6 seconds through your mouth. Repeat this until help arrives. This technique slows heart rate and blood pressure, enhancing oxygen flow to the brain and heart. One Miami man credits his steady heart rate at arrival to mindful breathing he practiced mid-attack in his recliner. Fifth, immediately contact a nearby relative, neighbor, or friend, regardless of whether you think help is on the way. Emergency responders still rely on outside info: your meds, allergies, chronic conditions. Denver paramedics praise older patients who thought ahead and gave that information via phone. Facilitate care by texting or calling your closest medical advocate. Sixth, and equally critical, do not drive yourself to the hospital. Driving while your heart and brain are under stress is a recipe for catastrophe. That Atlanta man resisted, but his friends insisted, and prevented a potential disaster. Unconsciousness at the wheel could hurt more than just yourself. Seventh, and most overlooked of all, is staying conscious. This matters immensely. A heart attack means your brain struggles to get oxygen. Fainting can trigger cardiac arrest. Keep talking aloud, track time, recite predictable things like the date or a song lyric, either to a companion or to yourself. Make small rhythmic movements. Clench your fists, tap your toes. These micro movements support circulation with minimal strain. Stay on the phone with 911. Follow their voice, their rhythm. A Phoenix man survived by chatting to dispatch while subtly moving his fingers and toes until the ambulance arrived. These 7 steps: sit down, call 911, chew aspirin, breathe deeply, contact loved ones, don't drive, stay conscious, have proven to reduce mortality by over 40%. That's not hyperbole. It's scientifically supported life-saving power, distilled into minute-by-minute action steps. But real preparation goes beyond knowing. You must plan. Here are essential pre-crisis actions. Program emergency contacts and medications into your phone's medical ID feature. Have a wallet-sized card listing meds and allergies. Post a printed copy by your front door. Carry aspirin daily, if medically appropriate. Share your door code with a neighbor or family member. Install a smart lock where possible, and keep a portable battery or charger near your bed. And practice these mentally, like a fire drill, for moments of crisis. Say, "I'm preparing" in the comments below, and I'll send a free printable checklist and some bonus heart health tips, including low-sodium recipes and stress management strategies. Knowledge must be paired with action. Share this with someone you care about. Practice it. Make sure you and your loved ones are protected, informed, and prepared. Now that you know the 7 life-saving steps to survive a heart attack alone, the next critical phase is what happens after, the hours, days, and weeks that follow. Because surviving the heart attack is only the beginning. Recovery, prevention, and transformation are where your power truly lies. And it starts with one simple truth. Heart attacks don't come out of nowhere. They leave a trail, subtle symptoms, lifestyle red flags, and silent inflammation. Recognizing them and acting now can save you or someone you love from facing that emergency in the first place. Let's revisit John Miller, our retired history teacher from Seattle. After surviving his heart attack, he didn't just go back to birdwatching. He overhauled his daily routine. With the help of a cardiac rehab team, he learned how to track his blood pressure, read food labels, and walk 30 minutes each morning along Puget Sound. His diet changed from red meats and processed snacks to lean proteins, fresh vegetables, and omega-3 rich salmon. He replaced soda with herbal tea and found joy in preparing meals again. That's what real heart health looks like. Not a fad, not a pill. A complete lifestyle shift, grounded in small, repeatable daily actions. It's important to understand what recovery should look like. Most people assume it ends after you leave the hospital, but that's a dangerous myth. The 30 days following a heart attack are the most critical for survival. Why? Because your heart is still healing. Scar tissue forms. Rhythm irregularities can appear. Emotions run high. Anxiety, depression, even PTSD from the near-death experience. If untreated, these issues raise your risk of a second, often fatal heart attack. So here's what needs to happen next. First, follow-up care is non-negotiable. Don't skip cardiology appointments. These visits are where doctors fine-tune your medication, assess how your heart is healing, and screen for warning signs of arrhythmia or heart failure. Many hospitals now provide a post-heart attack care coordinator. Ask for one. They'll guide your recovery step by step, connecting you to resources that can improve your odds dramatically. Second, take your medication exactly as prescribed. Statins, beta blockers, ACE inhibitors, these aren't suggestions, they're proven therapies. Studies show they can cut your risk of a second heart attack in half. Yet nearly 1 in 4 heart patients stop taking their meds within 6 months. Don't be that statistic. If side effects arise, talk to your doctor. Never stop cold turkey. Third, your diet matters more now than ever. Salt causes water retention, forcing your heart to pump harder. Sugar fuels inflammation, stiffening arteries and spiking blood pressure. Replace salty snacks and sugary drinks with fresh vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. Drink more water, reduce caffeine, cut back on alcohol. Don't try to be perfect. Aim to improve a little each week. Over time, your taste buds will adapt, and your body will thank you. Fourth, move your body. I know that might sound counterintuitive after a cardiac event, but gentle, doctor-approved exercise, walking, stretching, swimming, can strengthen your heart, regulate blood pressure, and boost your mood. Mary Johnson, our Houston grandmother, started by walking 10 minutes a day. Now she does 20. She's not just alive, she's thriving. Fifth, address the emotional impact. Depression and anxiety are common after heart attacks, especially for those living alone or recovering in silence. Seek counseling if needed. Join a cardiac support group. Many hospitals offer free virtual or in-person sessions. Just talking to others who've been there can ease your mind and lighten the emotional burden. Sixth, get serious about sleep. Poor sleep increases your risk of heart disease and weakens your immune system. Stick to a consistent schedule. Avoid screens an hour before bed. Keep your room cool and dark. If you snore loudly or wake up gasping, get tested for sleep apnea, a common but dangerous condition that raises your risk of another heart attack. Seventh, eliminate hidden risks at home. Do a quick safety audit. Is your bedroom far from the bathroom? Install a nightlight. Keep a cordless phone or mobile charger near your bed. Write emergency numbers in large font by your phone. Store a backup aspirin near your keys or wallet. Teach family members or neighbors the 7 life-saving steps. Preparation turns fear into confidence. These changes may feel overwhelming, but you're not alone. Thousands of people your age are navigating the same journey. And with each small win, every healthy meal, every walk, every doctor's visit, you're reclaiming your life. Still skeptical that these changes really matter? Let me tell you about Robert Harris from Miami. the mechanic who used breathing techniques to stay calm during his heart attack. After he was released, he joined a cardiac rehab program at his local YMCA. He now exercises 3 times a week, tracks his sodium intake, and helps mentor new survivors. Last Christmas, he danced with his granddaughter at her wedding, something he never thought he'd live to see. Or Sarah Wilson from Boise, who had a heart attack while vacuuming. She began meditating 5 minutes a day. She now uses a blood pressure cuff and logs her readings. She gardens, bows, and sends weekly photos of her meals to her support group. She says she feels 20 years younger, and she looks it too. These stories aren't outliers. They're possibilities waiting for you, if you take that first step. And that's what I want to close with today. Action. Not fear, not guilt. Just a commitment to live, to heal, to thrive. So here's what you can do today. Print the 7 life-saving steps. Tape them to your fridge or bathroom mirror. Practice them like a fire drill. Schedule your next physical. Get your cholesterol, blood pressure, and blood sugar tested. If anything's out of range, act now, not later. Clean up your kitchen. Swap out salty snacks for nuts, fruit, or yogurt. Replace sugary drinks with infused water or herbal tea. Walk outside, just 10 minutes. Feel the sun, the air, your heartbeat. You're alive. That's worth celebrating. Share this video with one person, someone you care about, someone who might be at risk. Because knowledge is power, but shared knowledge can save lives. I want to thank you for spending this time with me. Your willingness to learn, prepare, and act means the world, not just to me, but to your family, your community, and to yourself. If this video helped you, please take a moment now to like it, subscribe to this channel, and hit the notification bell. Comment "I'm ready" below if you're taking action today, and I'll send you our free printable checklist, along with exclusive bonus resources on heart-healthy living. Together, we can rewrite the story of aging, not as a decline, but as a powerful, vibrant chapter filled with wisdom, resilience, and renewed purpose. Stay strong, stay informed, and above all, stay alive. I'll see you in the next video.